of Bill Roden on Sports. I'm Bill Roden, coming to you from the Affinity, I guess that's what they call it, the Xfinity Arena in Philadelphia. What you see is what's left of the 76ers. Taking it to the park.
Oh man.
Man. People this is always amazing, man. I know people never this is like after the game, man.
Right.
The crews are look, they taking the floor apart and you know
Is their hockey team still alive?
no, they got eliminated too.
Wow.
Because you see the hockey rink, right? The hockey rink
Right.
is right underneath the court. Which some people say ice that might have something to do with like people's knees and all that, because you got the ice is right underneath the hardwood.
Right.
Yeah. So, but yeah, this is it, man. Knicks got the Knicks blew. The Philadelphia 76. I'll turn this around. You'll have to watch me now. The 76ers got blown out by the Knicks, so the Knicks are on the way, man.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jamal? I know that you're no longer. I guess I don't know how long you're gonna stay a Nets fan, man. You have permission. You have permission to jump on the bandwagon. Okay,
Well,
you have permission to jump on the bandwagon.
I'm jumping on the bandwagon for these playoffs. I was just talking to a friend of mine. I was like, the way the Knicks fans are all crazy now. Like you said, climbing on lampposts and
Oh man,
yelling and screaming and taking over stadiums. I kind of wish I was still a Knicks fan. I wish I was part of it.
well, you can be part of it, Jamal. You have you have permission. No, I mean,
But especially with the Nets, though, because the Nets got more bad news today. They had the third worst record in the league, and they get the sixth pick in the draft, right? So they basically tanked all season
for nothing
for the sixth pick. They could have played hard and got the sixth pick.
right. Oh man.
So anyway,
yeah. I don't know, man. You may have to really seriously consider jettisoning I know it's convenient because you live in Brooklyn, but there's just no hope, man. There's no hope.
There really
I must say, I felt a little bad for Philadelphia. I mean, the Knicks fans are just obnoxious, man. I mean, they really are. They're taking over, and then, they have the players' mothers. In Philadelphia, they ring the bell, right? They have celebrities ring the bell. So today is Mother's Day. So they had 3 players, mothers of players, ring the bell, and then the Knicks fans were boo. They were booing them. I mean, come on, man. It's really.
Didn't Philly fans boo Santa Claus? So they're just giving them their own medicine,
Yeah, like 50. I guess. Yeah, like 50 years ago.
Exactly.
But yeah, and then it was like, and then they already beat by 30 points, and the fans are just going. Knicks fans just going berserk.
Right. No,
So
that's great. Yeah, I kind of felt bad. And I just saw Maxi's press conference. Were you in there for that?
no, I left because I'm doing a piece on MB.
Okay.
So, but what did he say?
I mean, he got a question. They asked him about, what was it like with, all the Knicks fans, and I think the reporter asked the question like, does it fuel you?
Right.
And he's like, I'll be honest with you, man, it sucks. It just sucks. He was like, I guess all we can do is start winning these games. And he was like, I don't know the logistics of it, how we keep them out, but it sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. I just gotta be honest, it really sucks.
Yeah, I can imagine. I mean, I felt bad for him, man. I mean, even like during the, during at the beginning when the poor little, cheered people, they come out, hey, come on, we're gonna pump you up, and all the niggas like, boo, boo. It was like pathetic. I mean, they just sucked all the energy out of this arena. I mean, all of it. It is.
What can you do? I was thinking about it, like, I mean, New York is huge compared to Philly. Is like Philly. I bet you Brooklyn's bigger than Philly.
Right.
I mean,
this is like the largest city in the United States by a lot.
Right.
So I mean, larger than Los Angeles.
Right.
So yeah, and then it's right like an hour from here.
Yeah.
I mean, I drove down there like Knicks. There were caravans of Knicks fans.
Bu-
Caravans.
buses of like it's Atlantic City or something. You know?
Yeah, like the people marching with banners down the highway. You like Pettis Norman Bridge, not
Oh
Pettis
man.
Norman, but I mean, it's like, I mean, I'm like stopping at the plaza, to get a sandwich, and they're like busfuls of Knicks fans.
Like, let's go Knicks! Let's go Knicks! Everywhere you turn. So it's not even like they probably literally took over Philly, not just the stadium.
Right.
They took over Philly. So what are you
But
gonna
yeah,
do, man?
oh man, but you don't see the Giants fans doing that stuff.
That's true.
They don't see that because they'll probably get killed.
That's true. You don't see that. You don't.
No, and I doubt if you see it with the Flyers in hockey.
And I also think the stadiums and football is different. Like I think don't you think there's more like season ticket holders and stuff like that in football and basketball? It's like people have been whole families and generations have kept those tickets type of thing.
Yeah,
and I'm just guessing, but
whatever it is, the 76ers, ticket off or whatever, they need to huddle to figure out because it's an embarrassment. I mean, it's an embarrassment. And I don't know if it's like this, although it may be like this. Well, I'm sure when the Dolphins play, and because all the New Yorker people live down there,
right,
and probably San Francisco, they do that to the Rams. The San Francisco fans do that to the Rams.
Right.
They'll turn SoFi Stadium into whatever their stadium, San Francisco South.
Right.
So it's not just here.
Right.
But so I don't know.
No, you're right. You're right. I mean, so you're right. It does happen in other situations. Even the Knicks. I mean, like the Knicks play the Heat, it could turn into that.
Right. Oh yeah. Well, down in Miami.
In Miami, so
it will. Yeah, it does because you got all the New Yorkers down there. So
Atlanta was the same way. There were a lot of Knicks fans during that Atlanta series. So
Atlanta has a weak. I guess the weaker your fan base is,
yes,
it could be. Like Maxie said, if the 76ers were like a hot team and winning,
but you would think, right? Because you're talking about the Eagles. It doesn't happen to them. You would think that Philly would not let that happen,
right?
But it's just and Josh Hart had a comment in the post game. Also, he said, he said, I thought Philly was a great sports town. I don't know anymore.
Oh wow! Just pouring salt in the wound, So yeah, and then Embiid. I asked, I'm here about doing Embiid's legacy, and I asked him. I know you said you're going to play more, but if you decide you weren't going to play today, what do you think your legacy would be in the Philadelphia Embiid? He said, well, I don't really care, about it because he had his son with him. He used his son as a prop. He had his son there. I guess people wouldn't they wouldn't like destroy him.
That's funny because I had a friend of mine in a text chat. I wasn't watching like the press conference. He was like, "Oh, Embiid's out here using his son as a shield."
He is. He had his son there. He said, I don't care about my legacy. I just care about this little guy here.
Oh my god!
And then he cursed. He said something. I hate to say this because he's right here, but he said something. I'm like, man, come on. Embiid.
Yeah, come on. So, Bill, you're writing the story. What is his legacy? What's his legacy?
Oh, so I ran into the great bassist. I don't know if you saw the national anthem. The great bassist Christian McBride.
Oh wow!
He played on his bass the national anthem, and he's from Philly, and he's a big fan.
And he's been on our show.
Yeah, he's been. Oh yeah, well yeah, So I grabbed him at intermission, and I asked him. He said, "Well, his legacy is He said his legacy was, quote, almost was."
That's fair. That's probably fair.
Almost was because he talked about the injuries, and he says he should probably just retire.
Wow.
Because his body just can't take it, And then I said, well, is he in the Mount Rushmore? If you look at Dawn Staley, Julius Erving, Mike Schmidt, Mose Malone, Dr. J, is he in that? He said no. He doesn't really make that. He can't really make that.
Yeah, those are legends. Those are, but he's an MVP player. There's not too many of those, but there's not too many of them.
No, he said when it comes to Philly, he may not make it. Now, if it comes to the 76ers, he may be
Right.
top 10.
So what if you compared him to Charles Barkley in Philly?
I didn't ask about Barkley, but he did say Iverson, although
Oh,
Iverson did not win a title, Iverson is beloved.
I would take Iverson over
And
Embiid
I don't think
all day.
Embiid is beloved.
Right.
Now, Barkley never won a title here either.
Or an
And-
MVP.
yeah, then he left and went to Houston. Didn't win a
Well,
title there either.
Well, he went to Phoenix first,
Oh, went to Phoenix.
and
Yeah.
at least made the finals,
Right.
and
Then he-
won an MVP in Phoenix.
Yeah,
So
but he didn't do it here.
no,
In fact, he got, he was talking about, threw somebody through the bar window or something here.
that's right.
So I don't know how much they love Chuck here.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But clearly they love Don Staley.
Yes,
They love Julius Irving.
Irving.
Yeah, love Moses Malone.
Moses Malone.
Even said Mutombo. They even love Mutombo.
Wow. And what about Mo Cheeks? They showed him because
Yeah,
he's a Knicks assistant. They showed him on.
I don't know. That may be a problem. That may be a problem. He's because he's there. I'm sure he cringed when they talk about "Let's go Knicks." He's kind of looking around. Okay, because the Knicks pay a salary. So
yeah.
But so good. So So I think that the way I ended the column is that he was the greatest. He was the greatest big man that never was. That will probably be his legacy because the injuries. I mean, it just. I was like, look at the injury. I mean, the injury is just phenomenal.
But I do feel like that's a bit of a slight to him because of the MVPs and that.
No, you said MVPs.
MVP, but like the all NBAs, like he had about 5 years or so straight where he was a top 5 player in the league.
Yeah, okay.
So I think he when people call him a bust or whatever.
Well, I'm not calling him a bust.
But I've heard people compare him to like Greg Oden. This dude never played a game. Like Greg Oden played like 5 games.
I just think the idea that had it not been for the injuries, who knows what he could have done.
That's fair.
And I do think leading Philadelphia to a championship would definitely have increased his stock.
Right.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
But fair or not, I mean, not even going to the Eastern Conference Finals would be something. So that'd be fair. Maybe that's a little harsh. I don't know if I'll change my story, but
was it like you were at the press conference because I saw some of his press conference, and didn't he say I'm gonna be here the rest of my career and it takes a lot to win and everything's got to go right. So he's planning, and he said I'm gonna be the rest of my career, which is funny. I found that funny because is it gonna be up to you? Probably not.
Well, then he said, I don't know. He said, if I'm here, so he did temper it.
Okay.
He said, he did temper. I mean, he'd like to be here, But then again, I think you talk about the salary. He just signed a 3-year extension in 2004 worth $198 million or something. That doesn't kick in. It doesn't kick in until next year.
Yeah,
so
that's amazing.
So
I mean,
so
you can't trade him.
that
No one's taking that. No one's taking that. Maybe someone takes it the last year of it, something like that. If he still can play,
if he can still walk,
right? If he can still walk, and people think he's like the missing piece.
Right.
But I pulled up his stats. I mean, we talked about the MVP. He was the most valuable player in 2023.
Okay.
7-time NBA All-Star. He made the All NBA first team. Only that 1 year he was MVP. So I take it back about being a top 5 player.
See,
for years. He was second team All NBA 4 times. So he was a top 10 player, basically.
Okay.
He was three-time All Defensive second team. That's really nothing. But
second team.
Yeah, he's okay. I mean, do you think he's a Hall of Famer, Bill?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna. And I made the point in my column that he's going to make the Hall of Fame because of a lot of things. Because he does have good stats, the MVP, all that, but also his whole journey from Cameroon. He represents what the NBA wants the league to be.
Right.
Going from the Cameroon to the NBA to the 76ers. That's a Hall of Fame worthy thing. His journey. So,
right.
But the question is he going to be? Are they going to love him here in Philadelphia? I mean,
not if he doesn't.
You know, I mean, they'll like him, but
Right.
he's not on the Mount Everest.
No.
He's not Joe Frazier. You know, Joe Frazier, like I said, Malone Moses, Iverson,
Dr. J, of course.
Dr. J. That he's not.
You know?
He's not like that.
No.
You know.
No.
So,
Mike Schmidt.
Mike
no.
Schmidt, Steve
No.
Carlson, even as much as they hated him.
No.
You know. So, but he'll be in the Hall of Fame, but he won't get a whole lot of free dinners. Speaking of which, I gotta.
You gotta get your dinner, Bill.
I gotta get dinner, man. I gotta eat, man.
I love you. Let me tell you that background, like they're doing some major. It sounds like they're doing major construction in there. That taking the court down is some serious work. I can hear it in the background.
But now, do you still hear? Does it overshadow my voice?
No, no. Your voice is fine, but you can hear it. It sounds louder than the crowd noise did.
Yeah, I know.
At the Garden, you know.
I know. Maybe they should pipe this in. See, now look, like the very little left of the course. See how they take it down?
Yeah, that's funny.
It's got all in strips. That's the end of the Philadelphia 76ers season.
Yep, it's over. It's over.
It's over. So now I guess we go back. So anyway, yeah.
Yeah, for the Knicks, now they're in a weird position, right? Because they sweep and they gotta wait and they gotta hope. I would assume you hope. Which way do you hope? Do you hope that the series goes long, or do you hope that it's a little shorter so you don't lose your?
I think for the Knicks, because Anunoby. I don't think Anunoby played.
That's right. He
so
didn't play the last 2 games.
They probably want this time just to heal, just to get everybody healthy. And the way they play, Mike Brown's system, I don't know how rust. I don't think rust is going to be, because if you play Detroit, it's not going to be about rust. It's going to be about slugging people.
That's true. That's
true. So it's not so. I just think you want the rest, and you probably want to increase the possibility of them killing each other. Of getting what's the name? Cade
Cunningham.
Maybe he gets a bone in maybe it's a broken nose or something.
Right.
Let it go to 7. Then they're gonna be ripping each other apart.
And it's almost like the Knicks, and then you look at the West, OKC, the Knicks and OKC in the same situation. OKC probably finishes a sweep tomorrow, and they're gonna have to wait.
They wait for
Minnesota or San Antonio.
Yeah, although they may pray like hell, man, that the Wemby somehow gets something happen.
Did you? I don't know if you know this, but he got ejected from the game today.
He did
for throwing a vicious elbow.
Wemby did.
Yeah, he threw a vicious elbow and hit the guy in the neck. Nas Reed hit him in the neck.
Oh no!
And they ejected him. I was like, and it was a fair ejection.
Wow. So who won?
It's in the fourth quarter now, and the Spurs are up 3 still. So we'll see what happens.
Wow, without Wemby. But they play well without him.
They do. They have a team. They have a good team.
Yeah. So anyway, listen. I know this is going to be an abbreviated version, but I mean, listen. They beat him by 30 points.
Yeah. What's there to talk about?
I mean, we showed you the arena being cleared out. That's the highlight. That was the highlight.
Right.
So so we'll be back, from the Garden to see whoever they play, and we'll do our little quick hits. Maybe between them, we may do a longer one.
Yeah.
But just to cover news and other news.
Yes.
But So short and sweet. Short and sweet.
If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. Follow us on social media at BrosPod, on Twitter at BrosPod, on Instagram, Bill Roden Sports on Facebook.
All right, everybody. Enjoy the playoffs, and man, I don't know what to say. 30 points. What can you say?
Impressive from the Knicks, though.
Very impressive. So Knicks fans, keep tearing down the 7th Avenue.
You don't have to tell them twice.
I know. All right, y'all. Jamal, I will see you soon.
Get some food.
I got to get the food. All right, everybody.